these are 3 really simple posterior chain exercises that I like to do with clients that are maybe about the intermediate level. So we're going to start off using a bit of resistance band footwork settings, and the weight is a bit heavier, so maybe 2 heavy springs, 2.5, maybe even 3, depending on your client. We're going to be lying down, feet on the foot bar. Foot bar is all the way to the top. Legs nice and wide to get those glutes. So we're going to be turning on those glutes, those lats, those posterior chain muscles. Hands are reaching long. We're going to find a little bit of a lift here, and then we're going to press out long. Just like that. So this exercise here is hip lift, but I like to add a little bit of lat by pulling down on one side and then coming back up. If you want to even make it more challenging, you can adjust, bring the feet in a little bit here, and then you can do it with one leg. So we're getting that left glute and that right lat to turn on. Pull it back in. You can switch in between. In true Pilates fashion, we do want to alternate between every rep. But sometimes it's just too much work, and sometimes the coordination is just too much for people. So if you want to do them all on one side, that's fine too. Next, we're going to drop that resistance band. You can change the spring settings. So if you want to switch to 1.5 springs or 1 heavy, 1 medium, that's fine. But whatever weight your client usually does in feet and straps. So actually, let's see. I'm going to drop it down a little bit because this one is a little bit more challenging, and my back's it could be a little bit grouchy doing these all day. So we're going to bring one foot in and the other one. So here we are, feet in straps, making sure that we're nice and level, middle of the carriage, everything's good. We're going to have hands down by our sides, legs starting in a long diagonal, folding up. Find that end range hip flexion here, peel it up, separate the legs, shoulder width, bring the bum down, articulate, press through hip extension, feet together. So up and lift, separate, melt it down, wide sit bones, press and reverse to the side. Fold it in, lift it up, feet together, bring it down, press through those glutes and hamstrings. Separate, all the way up, feet together, bum comes down, and then press it long. So that's long spine. It's a classical exercise in the intermediate level. Let's see if I can find those hooks. Okay, and then lastly, we're going to do swan dive, which is an advanced exercise. Let's put the heavier springs on. The carriage doesn't move for this exercise, but we do want to make sure that it's anchored properly. We're going to drop this foot bar down to the second rung from the bottom, so it's just a little bit up. Platform extender, this is just to make sure the box doesn't tip. Again, make sure that it's all the way towards the front, so it's not going to wobble. Reformer box on top, right in the center. 2 hands on the front of the box, bring the chest down, lower that center of gravity, bring the legs on top. 2 hands wide on the bar, shimmy, shimmy forward. So we're going to be in this little bit of a hover, and the bar is kind of directly underneath that shoulder here. Lots of energy through those glutes, lots of lift through that low tummy. So you see how I'm making this sort of extension shape with my body, or this boat or banana or smile shape. We're going to keep that banana shape, and then we're going to rock it forward just like that, and then come back up. So this is swan dive. So really, that posterior chain has to stop from breaking. So what I see sometimes, if people come up, they drop the legs, and then the body comes up separately. We want everything to go in one piece. If you feel confident, you can add a little bit of grasshopper. You're going to come down, cross the legs, alternating which one's on top, and then come back up. And then down, cross, 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 reach it long, and then back up. So pretty fun, quite challenging, so just make sure that your back is feeling good when you're going to try these.